This is Chris Tuttle, IV Pro, Universal Athlete. Here down at Montanari's gym in Connecticut. Powerhouse, best gym ever. Did back today. Not a usual back day, but I kind of made some adjustments because I haven't really filmed any back workouts before. And I wanted to go into a little bit about more of what I do for back and why. A lot of people ask me why I do certain of the back movements that I do. A lot of people are like, you have to do barbell rows, you have to do deadlifts. These are the best back exercises of all time. All the big names always done them. I wouldn't sort of say I'm a big name, but I can say that it hasn't worked for me in the past. Going back when I first started bodybuilding, I always included deadlifts. I always included barbell rows, these heavy mass builders, so to speak. And year after year after year, judges would always say your back's your worst body part. When you turn around from the back, they say it looks like a different bodybuilder. So I mean, well, if deadlifts are so good for your back, and I did them so much, and I could, at the time I could do pretty good weight, why is my back not decently good or getting better? So I kind of took a step back from the stigma of what general mass builder exercises are, and kind of took it in my own hands to focus more on the movement and the pull, because obviously in your back it's hard to really focus on your back because it's involving your arms, it's behind you. So I kind of take steps into incorporating more movement in my shoulder blades first, focusing and pulling my elbows, and I choose a very careful selection of exercises that more suits my body, because my upper back is a very weak point, my lats are very dominant, my lat spread's fairly good, my upper back detail and thickness is poor. So I've really taken a big step this last year and the year before to really focus on that and bring that area up before my pro debut in the New York Pro. And I really think I've made a big improvement in it already. People have already said, and like from the back, just me with shirt, my back looks thicker, my trap area, the mid-thick part. So the exercise I first started with today, I get my lat movements out of the way.
My name is Kenny Wallach, and I'm proud to be Chris's posing coach. Chris and I started together back in 2009 when we were getting ready for his junior national show, all the way up until last year when we finally turned pro at the nationals, which was a phenomenal day for the both of us. Chris and I have become very close friends through these past 5 years, and I feel very, very proud and honored to be such close friends with him and to still remain his posing coach. Chris is just a great guy to work with. He's very open. He comes in and we work as a team. It's just not me say, he do. We work as a team, and as a result, thank goodness we were able to work and get his IFBB professional card.
At one point prior to my turning pro, I had tendonitis in my left bicep for about 16 months. They would go, come back, would go, come back. Saw specialists, did the cortisone shot, and it just never seemed to really fix it until I kind of made adjustments in the gym. I made away with wrist wraps. A lot of times the extensors, the flexors and extensors in the forearm get weak, and when the forearms get weak and you start pulling extra harder with heavy weight as your back gets stronger, the tendon takes the abuse. So I started incorporating forearm exercises for a while, and then just made away with wrist wraps completely. And for a lot of people out there listening, you don't have to always follow suit with what everybody else does. You kind of got to find what matches you. And that's, I think, what the key component to many people are missing in their progress as an amateur or first starting bodybuilding. Everybody's looking at somebody else to tell them what to do and how to train, when I think that takes a lot of the fun out of it. You got to kind of figure it out. It's kind of like a puzzle instead of somebody giving you instructions on how to put the puzzle together. And then the next exercise, I like to do the superset for upper back. And I never usually really incorporate shrugs too much. But I found when I bend over and I use the rope and I pull out really wide and apart, and I superset that with like a shrug or a modified shrug, I call it, where I'm not pulling directly straight from my hands. I'm pulling at the elbow slightly and bringing the upper traps together. I find my upper back gets so much more sore. And that's like that direct area, that shallowness that a lot of people, including myself, miss. And I'm really excited to see once I cut down how much more detail of my back that's brought. And that's like the main staple. I mean, I really focus a lot more on machines now than I ever have. And I've learned from my injuries in the past that if you're injured, you're done. And if you're injured, it could take you out of the play completely. I mean, we're all one injury away from not doing this ever again. And how many times do you hear people say, oh, I was doing really good until I ruptured my knee, until I did this. I don't want to be that guy. I want to be the guy that says, I did everything I could, I worked around all the injuries, and I'm still lifting, I'm 45 years old. And much as people say that's pussy, but you know what? I rather roll the smart road. The best advice is you really got to kind of follow suit with what you got, what your back is, and people need to stop looking so much in what the stigma is of what a good mass builder exercise is, and focus on what you feel.
I'm always looking forward to the future for his first professional contest, and you know, we're going to make some jaws drop. Okay, so
I'm thanking Kenny for everything he's done for me. This is the first face I saw after I got on stage and I won the light heavyweight. I was like looking for somebody, and I see Kenny.
Yeah, it's a great relationship we have, and I'm really looking forward to the future with him. So thanks, guys.
Thank you. I'm here with my best friend Paul, and we're here at Bears, and it specializes in smoked meat, and it's about 5 minutes from our house, and it's wonderful.
Yeah, I come here all the time. The food's great. Burnt ends, can't beat it. Get the bear attack. It's awesome.
I got brisket, turkey, coleslaw, beans, cornbread, and water.
I got the barbecue bowl with burnt ends. It's baked beans on top of cornbread and smothered in sauce, and I got some apple crisp.
Love the food. Finish the brisket. One piece of turkey left. Makes me sad. They actually give you exactly 10 ounces of meat, which is pretty much exactly the amount I need. The baked beans have barbecue pulled pork inside them mixed together. That was done real fast. Coleslaw, fair. I give it a C+. Give this an A+. And the turkey's ridiculous. And if my friend Paul over here had food left on his plate, I'll probably eat it on him.
Yeah, it speaks for itself. Nothing left.
Sink right in the middle of right in the entrance of the restaurant. Dispensers for forks, knives, spoons, tops, garbage, and the soda fountain. But I like sometimes you can have a little hand washing station. Wash the mitts. No Ebola.